Rise and shine, it's time for breakfast. Today I'm going to be teaching you the most delicious breakfast you've never heard of. Shakshuka. This meal is bursting with flavor, but won't burst the bank. Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Vince here. Super excited, got my second breakfast recipe for you guys. We're going to be making shakshuka. Want to thank Patrick from Germany, one of my good friends, for recommending this dish. Really excited to make it for you all. So we're going to do a close dive of all the ingredients, then we're going to get right to cooking. This dish is super simple, super cheap, and super flavorful. And the best part is, it still is one that is sure to impress. When was the last time that someone had you over for shakshuka? Probably never. So what's the best part about this dish? It could be the tomatoes, it could be the garlic, it could be the fresh eggs. But in my opinion, it's that shakshuka sounds a little bit like Hadouken! Shakshuka! And you're gonna see how this delicious, cheap breakfast is just gonna become one of your favorite meals in the entire world. So stay tuned. We have a green pepper, half an onion, a couple cloves of garlic, some fresh parsley, some San Marzano whole tomatoes, a piece of pita, some feta cheese, a sweet pepper, a jalapeno, some spices, some eggs. Let's start by breaking down an onion into some decent chunks. Next, we're going to cut our green pepper in half and remove all the seeds, just like that. You're going to want to cut your pepper into decent sized strips, nothing too small. We want the texture from the pepper to really shine in this dish. Next, we're going to take our beautiful sweet pepper and we're going to cut it just like we cut the green pepper. Decent strips, not too fine, not too large. And the sweetness from this pepper is really just going to add an amazing depth of flavor. You're not going to get it with just the green pepper. Next up, we got a jalapeno, and this time we're going to cut it into pieces like this. I like to keep the seeds. Next, we're going to chop up a few cloves of garlic. We're going to want to rough chop our parsley, nothing too fine. This is going to be garnish at the end. Now that we have all of our ingredients, we're going to take a cast iron pan and heat it up on medium. Start by breaking down your peppers and onions in the oil. Let the onions break down and become flavorful. Start to mix it up just a little bit before we add our seasoning. A little bit of salt, followed up by some fresh black pepper. Next, we're going to add our paprika, our cumin, and our chili powder, and get it all over our peppers and onions. Be sure to season your peppers and onions before you throw your tomatoes into your shakshuka. That's going to produce the best result. Now, if you chose not to use a jalapeno, I'd probably add a little bit more chili powder. I went light because I used a fresh, spicy jalapeno from the farmer's market. Once you've added everything in, you're going to start to give a good mix to all of your peppers and onions. Make sure to get all of the flavors distributed evenly. You're going to want to continue to cook down your peppers and onions until they start to look like this. And then once they do, you can begin to add your fresh garlic. Once you add in your garlic, you're going to once again stir your vegetables just for a little bit before adding some beautiful San Marzano tomatoes. Now, these are whole tomatoes. You're not going to want to add the entire can. It's got a lot of juice. So take a spoon or your hand, dealer's choice, and start to layer in your tomatoes into your cast iron pan. Now, if you just throw the entire can of tomatoes into your cast iron skillet, it is not going to be good. You're just going to have a little bit too much sauce, a little bit too much of a watery liquid, and we don't want that. So take the whole tomatoes and begin to break them down either with your spoon or with your hand. Now, once you've started to break those tomatoes down with your wooden spoon, you're going to want to leave it for 15-20 minutes, lower the temperature a little bit, and wait until it starts to bubble up and darken in color like this. So if you made it this far, congratulations. Make sure to give your flavorful sauce a little bit of a taste. If it needs any more seasoning, be sure to add it, and then start to create a little bit of a well. These are where your eggs are gonna live. So once you have all your flavors perfect, you're gonna make those wells and just start to carefully and slowly layer in your eggs. Now, if you break a yolk here, it's not the end of the world. No one's gonna come after you, but honestly, getting a perfect yolk in a dish like this is so satisfying. Today I'm using 5 brown eggs, but you can use as many or as little as you want. I'd recommend using somewhere between 4 and 6. Now, once you've layered in all of your delicious eggs, you're gonna either cover it, or you're gonna do what I do, and you're gonna turn up your oven to 475 and cook it for about 5 to 10 minutes until the eggs are done to your liking. And just like that, breakfast is served. You're gonna garnish this beautifully with some amazing, delicious feta cheese. Use as much or as little as you want. I like to do a light layer right on top. After that, we're gonna come over the top with a little bit of olive oil. This is gonna add a richness that you just can't beat. And finally, what just really helps this dish pop is fresh parsley all over the top. You can use cilantro if you like, but I tend to stick to parsley. I think it adds a little bit of a better flavor to this dish. And that's all she wrote. We are done. Look at this work of art. The colors just pop. I mean, I could just look at this dish all day. And trust me when I say it smells even better.
All right, thanks for sticking with us, folks. I could not be more excited to try this beautiful, like, mind-blowing, gorgeous dish. It just looks like a work of art, to be honest with you. Let's go for this piece right here. Get that egg. And that's what our plate looks like. Wow. It's so rich. Just pita. Put a little egg on there. A little bit of the tomato. Make a little bite. Oh my god. Wow. It was already insane on its own, but when you add that pita and you almost make like a little sandwich bite out of it. Wow. Cheers. So thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate you. Appreciate you coming along on this breakfast journey. Hope you try this recipe. If you do, leave a comment below. Be sure to give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and don't miss any new videos. Thank you.